Alrighty, guys. Is there anything better than Game 7? In my opinion, not really. Game 7s are the best moments in sports you have all year. The hockey playoffs, the baseball playoffs. Game 7s, for me, have an up and down where you are very excited and you're also very sad at the same time. And so, Game 7 tonight between the Dodgers and the Phillies. Winner goes to the World Series. That's how important this game is. And let's get to it before we do anything else. Richard Kerr is in the house. He's got a front row seat right behind the dugout. Here we go. So it is going to be Jamie Moyer, the left-hander, pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies. Chad Billingsley, the right-hander, pitching for the Dodgers. Lineups are going to be based upon an earlier Game 3, I think it was. So there's nothing like a Game 7. Here we go. Game 7 is about underway here. Winner goes to the World Series. Rafael Furcal against Jamie Moyer. 210. He is a lefty. 210. That is a ballpark home run check, and I forgot to write down our ballpark home run checks. Ballpark home run checks for, let's see if we get these here. Alright, American League. No, we need the National League. There we go. We're in Philadelphia. So singles. Lefty is going to be 1 to 10. Righty 1 to 7. For ballpark home runs. In Philadelphia, it's 1 to 14. 1 to 14. So that is an 18. That's going to be a deep fly. Whew, right off the bat. Deep fly. And that is going to go to, let's see, Philadelphia. He is going to be a right-hander. So it's going to go to deep fly to left. And that is a deep F7 if you're scoring at home. And I do need to get out my other sheets. I do have my other sheets ready to go. Game 7, boys and girls. Best time to watch a game. Game 7. Here we go. Russell Martin, the catcher, in the 2 spot here. Russell Martin waits on the pitch. 4-10. Right-hander, 4-10. And that is a strikeout. Strikeout number 1 by Jamie Moyer. That brings up Manny Ramirez. Manny Ramirez has had a really good series. He's had several big hits. He's had a home run. Manny Ramirez. Manny being Manny. That is a 3-4. And he's going to ground ball to second. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So after half an inning, no score. Chad Billingsley, the right-hander, is going to come out, and it's going to be Jimmy Rollins to start things off for the Phillies. Jimmy Rollins first. 6'10", lefty, 6'10". Fly center field X. Center field is Kemp. He's a 3-3. Kemp in center field is a 3-3. 3 and a 20 is going to get to it, no problem. And a 3 in center field. That is a 14. There is no 14, so it's going to be a good catch out in center field. F8 if you're scoring at home. Shane Victorino. Shane has had a good series. Thomas. Here we go. Game 7. Yes, sir. Here we go. Bottom of the first, no score. 5-7. He is a lefty. 5-7. 1 to 16 single. That is going to be a single 1 star. He's a double-A stealer. He's going to try and get the jump. He needs a 2 to 5, 11 or 12. 2 to 5, 11 or 12. He got the 12. He's going to get the jump. As an 18 being held. Takes him to a 16. Catcher is -1. Takes him to a 15. And the arm of the catcher... which is Ruiz, is a -1 as well. So 1 to 14. 1 to 14, he's in there. He's in there, save, stolen base. Gets himself in scoring position. Again, the yellow die is 1 or 2 for the Havoc roll. Everything else, you just ignore it. Chase Utley has had a huge series for Chase Utley. It's a 1. It's a wild pitch. Wild pitch is 11. That is an 8. And he throws a wild pitch, sending the runner to third. Wild pitch sends him to third. And defense is going to play in. They don't want this first run scoring. They're going to play in. I know it's early. They're going to play in. As he 3-7. Right-hander 3-7. It's not going to matter. 1 to 2 is a double. That is not. So it's going to be a deep fly to center field, and the run's going to come in on an F8. So the wild pitch and the steal come back to haunt him, and the Phillies take a 1-0 lead on the sacrifice fly, deep enough by Chase Utley, and now it's Ryan Howard with nobody on. Ryan Howard, 2-10. Righty, 2-10. Ground ball to second. And we go through 1 inning. It's 1-0 Phillies. They've taken a 1-0 lead. Dodgers need to come back here. Andre Ethier. Ethier waits on the pitch. Here we go. 2-11. Lefty, 2-11. Ground ball down to third. That is third base is going to be Dobbs. Dobbs picks it up, throws it across the diamond to Howard for the out. James Loney is up. James Loney. 5'9" lefty. 5'9" ground ball to second base. That's Utley. He's going to make the play. No problem. And it's up to Matt Kemp now. 2 outs here in the top of the second. For 11. Righty. For 11. And that's a ballpark single check. He is a right-hander. That's a 1 to 7. That's an 8. It's going to be lined right to the shortstop. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and the Dodgers have nothing to show. We go to the bottom of the second. Philadelphia back up. Pat Burrell against Chad Billingsley. 6-8, righty. 6-8. 1-4 triple, and that is a 4. That is going to be a triple off of Chad Billingsley's card. And defense is going to come in again. They're going to come in. Burrell is a 9 runner. Jason Worth. Dave's Gaming Cave. How am I doing? I'm doing good, buddy. How are you doing? Good to see a triple here. 1-8. Strikeout. Strikeout number 1. That brings up Greg Dobbs. Defense is still playing in. They do not want to run to score. 4-5. Lefty. 4-5. Ground ball shortstop X. That is for call. He's a 2E20. 2E20 at short. 2E20 at short. Right, because he's playing in. Ooh, this could be dangerous. If he's playing in, he got a 2 and a 16, though, should be fine. Yeah, G1. And a 9 on the E20. And there is no 9. G1, though, with the playing in. That's going to be interesting. What happens? I think they're going to hold. I think they hold. Yes, they're going to hold. They're going to hold the runner. They keep the run from scoring. That is a 6-3 put out. And now with 2 outs, they can go back to normal positioning. And it's Carlos Ruiz up. Ruiz. 2-7. Righty. 2-7. Ground ball to short. And the Dodgers do not allow the triple to go score. And they pump their fists on the way out. Dodger fans very happy. The leadoff triple and they do not score. That is crazy. And the Dodgers keep it a 1-0 game. Blake DeWitt here in inning number 3, start of third. 2-7, fly to center. Casey Blake, third baseman, Casey Blake. 2-10, home run chance. That is a 20. He's a righty, so it's going to be a deep fly to left field. That is the second home run chance they've had. So far, they're 0 for 2. And the hitting card number 1 for Chad Billingsley. 2-7. Strikeout. Strikeout number 2. And the Dodgers go down in order in the third. Coming out in the bottom of the third is going to be Jamie Moyer, who's a weak lefty. 6'5". Walked him. He walks him. That brings up Jimmy Rollins. 1-0 Phillies. 1-7. Ground ball, second base A. That's a 4-6-3. Twin killing. Just what the doctor ordered if you're a Dodgers fan. Shane Victorino. Singled. Stole a base. And then wild pitched over to third base and then sacrifice fly. He's the only run so far. Shane Victorino. 5'8". Righty, 5. No, he's going to be lefty. 5'8". Strikeout. Strikeout number 2. And so we're going to be through 3 innings. Cruising right through this to the top of the 4th. Rafael Furcal, top of the order. Top of the order for the Dodgers. 5-4. Righty. 5-4. Ground ball, third base X. That's Dobbs. He's a 4. E13. Let me just double check that. Dobbs is a... I'm just checking my handwriting. At third base, he's a 4E13. Yep, okay. For E13 at third base. 4E13. A 4 and a 5, and that is going to be a base hit single. Yes, it is a single. 4 and a 5. And he got a 4. He's an E13. There is no 4, but it's going to be a base hit single, and the first Dodger has been aboard. Is Rafael Furcal? He's a Steeler. He's a 2-5 or a 12. 2-5 or a 12. They are going to hold him. And he got an 11, so no steal. Russell Martin. Russell Martin here. Jamie Moyer, first coming out of the stretch for these pitches. 4-3, a righty. Fly ball right field X. That is Jason Worth, 2E3. Two E3 in right field. 2E3 in right field. 16. He's going to be an F2. And a 10. And a 3. No 10. It's going to be a good catch out there by F9 for Jason Worth. That brings up Manny Ramirez. Manny Ramirez, runners still at first. 6-8. Righty. 6-8, ground ball, second base, X. That's Utley, 2E14. At second base, 214. 2 and a 6. He's going to get to it. 10. 14. He's a 14 at second base. There is no 10. And a 6. It's going to be a G2. They're going to get the runner at... they're going to get the runner 4-6. 4-6 is up there. This is going to be a mess now. It's going to be fielder's choice. Shouldn't have done that. So Manny Ramirez takes over at first. And Andre Ethier. Ramirez taking a pretty big lead out there, almost daring him to pick him off. 4-8, lefty. Popped him up to second. And the Dodgers get nothing in the fourth. It's been a masterful pitching performance by Jamie Moyer so far. Chase Utley flew out to center field his first time up. 4-9 lefty. Walked him. Utley, he's going to try and get the lead. He needs a 5. He got a 4. Ryan Howard. Howard hit into the 4-3 put out his first time up. 5-9 lefty. 5-9. Strike him out. Strikeout number 3. Pat Burrell. Phillies up 1-0. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Pat Burrell. 4-7. Rainey. Strikeout number 4 as Chad Billingsley getting stronger as the innings go. Jason Worth. 1-7. Walks him. Moves the runner up to second. And now it's Greg Dobbs. Greg Dobbs. 3-12. 1-14 single 1 star. That is going to be a single 1 star. And the bases are going to be loaded for Carlos Ruiz. Bases loaded. Carlos Ruiz. Righty-righty matchup. 2-11. And that's going to be ground ball to first. And that's going to do it. The Dodgers once again keep the Phillies from scoring. It stays 1-0 going the top of the 5th inning. James Loney against Jamie Moyer. Can the Dodgers and their defense somehow, some way break through here? 6-6 lefty. 6-6 walked him. He is a C stealer. They will hold him. 4-6. You got a 5. No jump. Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp lined it to short his first time up. 3-9. Strikeout. Strikeout. Okay, 3. Strikeout number 3. Blake DeWitt. 2-4. Ground ball second base A, and that's going to be a 4-6-3 twin killing. And we are halfway home. Halfway home. We go to the bottom of the 5th. And it's going to be Jamie Moyer. Marcus Newsom. The way he gets his dice ready to roll is an eerie practice look at it. Tell me you see it. I mean, okay, sure. Barbara, what's going on? Good to see you, Barbara. Here comes the Phillies. Richard Kerr was excited there. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 5th. 2-8. Strikeout. Strikeout number 5 for Chad Billingsley. 5 strikeouts by Chad Billingsley. Keeping the Dodgers in this one. Jimmy Rollins. 5-8. Lefty, 5-8. Strikeout. Strikeout number 6. Shane Victorino. 110. Ground ball to third. And it is a 1-2-3 inning from the 5th. We head to the 6th. Still 1-0 Phillies. Casey Blake up first. 3-9. Strikeout. Strikeout number 4. And you got the pitcher spot. He's doing fine. So he's going to let him swing the stick. You need offense, but you also need to keep it a 1-0 lead. So they're going to let Chad Billingsley, 5'8". He is he's a righty, 5'8". 1-2 is a triple. Anything else is a single. And that is going to be a single by Chad Billingsley. As the pitcher comes through, helping his own cause. And now, with 1 out, it's Rafael Furcal. Rafael Furcal. 210. And that is a single 2 stars. And the Dodgers have something going here in the 6th. Single 2 stars, and Billingsley makes it all the way to the 3rd. Rafael Furcal comes through now. Can the Dodgers get through? Defense will play. Defense is going to play in. They do not want this run scoring. They do have they have a double play opportunity. At third is Billingsley, the pitcher. They're going to play back. They're going to go for the double play, actually. No, they're not. They're going to play in. They're playing in. Russell Martin. He's not very fast. They're going to play in. Here we go. Get the bullpen up, he says. 6-3. They're playing in. Righty, 6-3. Fly ball left field X. Left field. That's Burnell. He's a 5. Oof. I can't even read my own writing. Pat Burrell is a 5. E2. Uh-oh. He does not going to make an error probably, but he's a 5 E2. 5 is not going to be good. In left field, he is a 5 E2. Just so you know, he needs at least a 16 to catch it. Otherwise, it's going to fall in. He needs at least a 16 on the blue dice. Otherwise, it's going to be we're going to have a tie ball game. He gets it. Oh, my gosh. F1, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's an E2. There is no 6. He's going to make the catch. Now we have to see what happens with the runners with an F2. If there's a runner on third, he scores. A runner on second may also try to tag up on an F2. So they're going to tie the ball game up the hard way on an F7. Another deep sacrifice. And it's a 1-1 ball game. One ball game, and it brings up Manny Ramirez. Runner still at first. Pharrell. 2-3. Fly to left, and that's going to do it. But the Dodgers pick up 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and it stays 1-1. Here in Philadelphia, winner goes to the World Series. How is that not under 17? I know, right? Chase Utley. Yes, Chase Utley is up first. 4-8. Lefty, 4-8. Ground ball second. Ryan Howard struck out and ground ball to second. 0 for 2. Ryan Howard. 6-5. Lefty. Walked him. Not much of a threat to steal. They're not even going to hold him. They're not going to hold him. And I dropped a die. I dropped a die. I dropped a die. Oh, no. Fortunately, I have a spare. I don't know where the die went. Okay. Where are we? So walk to Howard. So Pat Burrell is up. 1 out. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that drops dice, says Dave. Yeah, me too. I'm sorry. 5-2. Right-hander. 5-2. Righty's a walk. Uh-oh. Back-to-back walks by Billingsley. Back-to-back walks. And now it's up to Jason Worth. Worth is walked in this 4th. They can't afford to let a run back in. Billingsley. 6-7 righty. 6-7 strikeout. That is strikeout number 7 Defense can go back in normal defense now as we have Dobbs up with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Dobbs trying to be MVP and get the biggest hit of this series right now. 3-10. 1-17 single. And that is a 1-star single. So it's going to be an infield single. And the bases are loaded. They cannot advance the runner home on that. And that brings up Carlos Ruiz with bases loaded. Billingsley trying to get through for the Dodgers here. Here in the 6th, 2 outs, bases loaded, hometown crowd on their feet. The windup and the pitch. 2-6. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Picking that up is Billingsley. Billingsley turns, throws to first. Get him some bias step, and they get out of the inning, and the score remains 1-1 after 6. Ruiz throws his helmet down, not happy with that effort. Moyer will come out for the 7th inning. And he'll be facing off against Andre Ethier. Ethier's 0 for 2. Moyer against Ethier. We don't need that because there's nobody on. 2-7. Single 1-5. That is going to be a ground ball to first. We'll call it a 3-1 put out. James Loney is 0 for 1 with a walk in the 5th. 1-11. Ground ball to second. And due up is Matt Kemp. Kemp is 0 for 2. 5-7 lefty, righty. 5-7 is a walk. And the inning continues. Kemp is going to try and get the steal. He's at 2-6. 2-6, he gets the jump. 2-6, he got a 7, no jump. Let's see. Let's calculate what he would get. 13 minus 2 is 11. 11, and the catcher is -1. So it'd be a 1-10 to steal without the jump. 1-10, is it worth risking a 1-10 with 2 outs? Blake DeWitt coming up. DeWitt is 0 for 2. 1-10, they're going to go for it. 1-10, they're going for it. And here goes Kemp on the pitch. Out! 2-6 put out. And that's going to do it. We go to the 7th. Still 1-1. Still 1-1. And due up is going to be Moyer. And they're going to pinch hit for Moyer. As he was going to be tired anyways. So they're going to pinch hit for Moyer. Jamie Moyer, right. Let's see, game 7 here. Got to get the right cards here. It's going to be Billingsley's a righty, so they have a lefty. They do. Matt Stairs. Matt Stairs is going to come in. Coming in the 7th. Matt Stairs. Coming in the 7th to face off against Chad Billingsley. This will be Billingsley last inning because he's due up 3rd in the bottom of the 7th. Or top of the 8th, sorry. So, Matt Stairs. 4-5. Lefty. Ground ball shortstop X. That's for call. He's at 220. 220. 220. That's shortstop. 2 and a 4. He's going to get to it. At 3, 4, 5 is a rare play, but with nobody on, it's just going to be. It's going to be a good play. 6, 3. And we go to the top of the order. 1-1 is your score. Bottom of the 7th. Here we go. Jimmy Rollins. 2-2 walks. They will hold him. He's going to try and get the jump. He needs a 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, or 6. He gets a 7. Let's calculate it. 14 minus 2 for being held is 12. 12 minus 1 is 11. And the catcher is minus 1, so it's 1 to 10. Are they going to risk it? You know what? They are going to risk it. They are going to risk it. 1 to 10, he's in there safe. Oh, he's in there safe. Stolen base. Jimmy Rollins, double-A stealer, steals base. And now he's in scoring position with 1 out for Shane Victorino and Chase Utley. Shane Victorino first. Uh-oh, wild pitch. That is an 11-no wild pitch. Ooh, close one, though. Thought that was going to be a wild pitch. They've already had 1 wild pitch, which was here in the first against Victorino. So Chance Billingsley's already had 1 wild pitch. 2-8. Uh-oh, 2-8. This is going to be a single into left field. Could score the run. Let's see. Single in the left. Rollins is a 17. Left field is a minus 1. Takes him to a 16. One to 16. Does he get any bonus for not it was not being held, obviously. Got to remember. Got to remember. I think he's a 1 to 16. I'm pretty sure he's a 1 to 16. Let's roll it and we'll see if it's not close. We don't have to worry about it. So 1 to 16. He's then here comes the throw home. Are they going to get it? He's in there. And in fact, a 1 might even be a bad throw. It might be an error. Might be an error. He's in there safe. We know that. And the Phillies take a 2-1 lead. That was a single? Yes, it was a single. Run comes in. It's 2-1 Phillies. Runner first is Victorino. He is a double-A stealer. He's going to try and get the jump. 2 to 5, 11 or 12. That is a 9. No jump. 14. It would be a 1 to 10 again. Do they want to risk another 1 to 10 now that they're up 2 to 1? They do not. They're going to let him stay at first for Chase Utley. 3-6. And that's going to be a double into center field. And that's probably going to be it for Chad Billingsley. Double. Now, do they want to try and send the runner home? Victorino, he's a 17. Center field. Ooh, he's a -3 arm, though. Take him down to 1-14. They were holding him, so it takes him down to 1-13. I think they're not going to. Ryan Howard, runners at second and third. And that's going to be it for Chad Billingsley. That is going to be it for Chad Billingsley. His day is done. So you got Ryan Howard, the lefty, coming up. And I think they're going to bring in the lefty, Joe Bielmel. Joe Bielmel is coming in this 7th to face off against Howard. Runners at second and third. There is 1 out. They could intentionally walk Howard to set up the double play. But you wouldn't have brought the left-hander in. Nope, they're gonna pitch to him. They're gonna pitch to him. Otherwise, they would bring a right-hander in. So runners at second and third. 2-1 Phillies. 5-12 lefty. First base X. That's Loney's a 1E14. (1E14). He was holding the runner in, right? No, he was not, because the runner's at second and third. He's at first base. So he was not holding a runner on, and he was not playing in. 4 and a, what did I say he was? A 1. 4 and a 1. And that would have been, if he was holding a runner on, or if he was playing in, that would be a base hit. But he's not. But he is at 14. That could be a problem at first base. 14. And that is going to be, what is that? 15. No 15. That is going to be a G2. Let's see what happens if they weren't playing in. At G2, I think the runners are going to move up. And he's going to get the runner. Yep, the run's going to score. Because they weren't playing in. And the runner's going to go to third. And it's going to be a 4-3 put out. They weren't playing in. So now, with 2 outs, Pat Burrell. 110. Walks him. Oh, boy. That brings up Jason Worth. 2-7. Strikes him out. Look at his call. Oh, wait, 2-7. Strikeout, yep. 2 8s a home run, 2 9s a home run, 2 10s a home run. He rolled a 2-7, which is a strikeout. Wow. But the Phillies pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. 2 runs on 2 hits. and 2 walks. And we go to the top of the 8th. Moyer's out. We know that. Now, can the Phillies get 6 outs? Let's see. We have Blake DeWitt, the lefty, coming up. They literally do not have. All right, J.C. Ramiro. We're going to bring in J.C. Ramiro. Since he's the left-hander. J.C. Ramiro. Winner goes to the World Series. It is 3-1 in favor of the Phillies. J.C. Ramiro against Blake DeWitt. Here in the top of the 8th. 5-5 lefty. Strikeout number 1. Casey Blake. 4-8. Righty. Strikeout number 2. And the pinch hitter coming in. Pinch hitter by the Dodgers is going to be Noma Garciaparra. Noma Garciaparra coming in here in the 8th, trying to keep the inning going. J.C. Ramiro. 2-7. Ground ball to third. And that's it. Phillies are out 3 outs away. 3 outs away. Now the Dodgers need to come up with. Let's see here. It's going to be Dobbs, Ruiz, and a pinch hitter. They're going to bring in Sayoto's coming in the 8th. Sayoto in. Greg Dobbs. Philly up 3-1. And they have Brad Lidge in the pen warming up. 3-6. Single. Dobbs needs a 6 to steal, but he's not going to risk it. Carlos Ruiz. 6-5. Righty. Strikeouts. And you're definitely going to get a pinch hitter since you got Brad Lidge. You're the best closer in the league. You might as well use him. So, they're going to bring in Jenkins. Here in the 8th, they're going to bring in Jenkins to face off against Sayoto. Runner first. 6-4. Lefty. Third base X. Third base X is Blake. He's a 3-6. 3-6. 3 and a 9 is a G3. And a 13 and a 6 is going to be okay. They're going to get the runner out at second. 5-4. And it's going to be a fielder's choice. With 2 outs now. It's back to the top of the order. Jimmy Rollins. Jimmy Rollins. 2-11. Ground ball to third. And here we go. Here we go. It all comes down to this. Brad Lidge coming in for the Phillies. He's got to face off against the 1, 2, and 3 hitters. Can he save the Phillies season and send them on to the World Series? You're not going to pinch hit for Rafael Furcal. Brad Lidge and Rafael Furcal. Here we go. Don't need the yellow dice. Here we go. 4-7 lefty. Uh-oh. Single. And it's not over yet. Tying run comes to the plate. Russell Martin. Tying run. Home run. Gets him back into this. Russell Martin 0 for 3. 3-5. Against the righties, a walk. Uh-oh. Phillies fans are getting a little more nervous now. The winning run comes to the plate in the form of Manny Ramirez. Manny, being Manny, can send the Dodgers to the World Series with one big swing. Manny, being Manny. Here we go. Brad Lidge. Manny Ramirez. Here we go. 3-7. Walks them. The bases are loaded with nobody out. 2 walks and a single. And here comes the Dodgers. They will not go down quietly into the night. That brings up Andre Ethier. Bases are loaded. They're going to play back. They got to give up the run if they can get some outs. Andre Ethier against Brad Lidge. Oh, and I dropped a die. I think I can reach it with my foot under the desk. Whew. Here we go. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Big inning for the Dodgers, possibly. Ethier. 1-6. Strikeout. Oh, a huge strikeout. Huge strikeout. Now a double play ends the game. James Loney, they're going to play in double play depth. James Loney, 0 for 2 with a walk. Here comes the pitch, the sign. 1-9. Ground ball back to Lidge. Lidge snares it in midair, turns around, throws it to second, out at second. The relay to first is out, and that's a 1-6-3 double play to end it. 1-6-3 double play, and the Phillies are mobbing Brad Lidge on the field as they are headed to the World Series. Bases loaded, nobody out, and the Dodgers score nothing in the top of the ninth. Nothing. And the Phillies are going to win 3-1. 1-6-3 double play to end it. And just like in real life, the Phillies win. The Phillies win, and the Dodgers are left thinking about what could have been. Oh, what could have been. The Dodgers put up a valiant 7-game series against the champions, the Phillies. And in our replay, at least, they gave them every single thing they could have wanted and more. And to be honest, the Phillies are very, 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 very lucky to be going on to the World Series. But somehow, some way, they figured it all out. And they will be headed to the World Series. We got some stats, and we got, for the Dodgers, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. The Dodgers have 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. The Phillies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. They have 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. So before we say goodbye to this series, we will recap it for everyone that is interested. We will recap the 7 games quickly. We will recap it kind of quickly. We're going to try and do this quickly anyways. Going to put those sheets aside. All right. Game 1. It was the Philadelphia Phillies. No, that was not game 1. Was this game 1? Yes, this was game 1. All right, game 1, it was the Dodgers 10 to Phillies 6. No, I'm sorry, 5-1. Los Angeles beat the Phillies in game 1. In game 2, the Phillies won 8-4 to tie the series up at 1 apiece, and we headed out to Los Angeles. Game 3 saw the Los Angeles Dodgers 11-3 winners in Game 3. They pounded Philadelphia at home with, I think this is where they hit 6 home runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they had 6 home runs at home. And they pounded the Phillies 11-3. In Game 4, it was Philadelphia 4, Los Angeles 3. In game number 4, and it was all in the top of the 9th inning. Single, walk, single, a single and a wild pitch, another single, and it's changing pitchers, and they ended up scoring 2 runs in the top of the 9th to win 4-3. So the Phillies tie the series at 2 games apiece. Then Los Angeles 11-4 winners in game 5. And it is in Los Angeles. They did a 2-3-2. So the 5th game was in Los Angeles, and the Dodgers win that 11-4. Another big blowout. 9 runs in the 3rd inning. 9 runs in the 3rd inning by the Dodgers, and that's all they really needed. And they won 11-4 in Game 5. In Game 6, we thought it was over. In Game 6, headed back to Philadelphia, the Dodgers had a 7-3 lead. 7-3 lead going into the top of the 7th inning. And the Philadelphia Phillies hit Shane Victorino with a 2-run home run and Jason Worth with a 2-run home run, giving the Phillies 4 runs and giving them an 8-7 lead. If it wasn't for that 4-run comeback in the 7th inning, the Dodgers would be in the World Series right now. And then, of course, tonight's action, 3-1. Phillies win 3-1 2 runs in the 7th inning. He had a ground out, a walk, a single, a walk, a ground out, a walk, and that was it. 2 runs in before you know it. So that is a recap of the 7-game series. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, nothing better than Game 7. And guess what? We got another one tomorrow night. Boston and Tampa. Game 7. Yes, both American League and National League Series went 7 games in our replay. So if you love Game 7s, be sure to come back for that next time, my friends. Thanks so much for coming out. Thanks for watching. The Phillies are headed to the World Series and to face off against, we're not sure. We'll see after we play the next game. Thanks to Cardboard Commander, Thomas, Dave's Gaming Cave, Richard Kerr, Barbara, Marcus Newsom, and let's see, did I miss anyone? If I missed your name, I apologize, but that was a huge game, Game 7. We got another one next time. Tampa Bay at home against the Red Sox. Winner goes to face the Phillies in the World Series. Will it be just like in real life, Tampa Bay against Philadelphia in the World Series, just like it was in real life? Or is Boston going to upset Tampa Bay and send the Red Sox on to the World Series? We'll see everyone for Game 7 next time. Until then, my friends, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you all next time. Bye for now.